We're about to have a conversation.
Hello everybody, my name is Larry D. Reid and I'm the host of Larry Reid Live, your most favorite entertainment news and talk show that's on YouTube and Facebook, aired there simultaneously. Oh God. Also the president of the MBN Network, senior pastor of Reformation Church of Atlanta. Now, got that out of the way. I always like to do that because some people click on my videos for the first time. Oh, I'm also an author, recording artist, Stellar Award nominated gospel, and all those other things, record label owner, and some more. So follow me if you like me. If you don't like me, don't follow me. It'll be all right. I won't even be mad with you. Okay, so I want to talk about something that I shared on IG and on Facebook. And if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, you gotta follow me on IG because IG is nicer to me than YouTube, Facebook, although Meta runs Facebook and IG, but IG let me get away with stuff, and TikTok don't like me either. I don't know if there's some demons that ain't got nothing but time on their hand that like to report every little thing I do, but somebody or these platforms don't like me. But don't nothing happen to me on IG. So follow me there because I share some stuff I run across there and talk about it that I can't do anywhere else. So follow me. Oh, thank you, the Pretty Mortician 80, for buying the badge. All right, so let's have this conversation. Hit like, share, tell other people that we're on. Keep hitting that like thing. Okay, so I shared a video a few days ago of Jamal Harrison-Bryant with the weed thing. I told y'all I thought it was a great idea to take that land and to farm it, make jobs, make money for the church. Something outside of them. Donations, tithe, offerings, teruma, that type of thing. I think it's great. However, the part I did not agree with was the idea of doing it to get people who don't normally go to church to come to church. I don't even know how I feel about doing that with anything, but certainly not from growing cannabis. So that's the only other thing I didn't agree with it, but whatever floats Jamal's boat, carry on. So somebody sent me a video of Pastor Myles Rutherford. I realized after watching the video that I've been sent something of his before, and he is in Atlanta. So he began to go off, basically, on Jamal's viral video from his pulpit. Now, I don't know if you remember me doing commentary on the white man that's a pastor that was making a statement about, I can't think of his name. If you remember his name, put it in the chat so I can mention it. It was talking about marriage. And I said, I understand what he was talking about. I said, but I just couldn't, because something in me felt a certain kind of way. I just felt like he may have been silent during Black Lives Matter. I brought even Erica and Cameron on, who I've mentored since 17 years old, a white couple, and they thought the same thing, and they began to really analyze his statements. When I watched this man, if I be honest, I felt the same thing again. Now, let me tell you something about me. I don't have any, if I do have biases, if I feel like I have one, I'll share. But I was raised around white people. I went to school with white people. I was picked up every morning of high school by my white girlfriend. And the first people I decided to have sex with outside of the incest and all that was going on in the family were white. And so I had an affinity to white skin, white sexual experiences and things of that nature. So I have an affinity to white people. I still today find white people attractive. But when I moved to Atlanta in 2015, I began to have a different experience. I would come to Atlanta and see all these black people rich. I mean, rich, and they own everything. So it was a change in my mind. And then I began to realize that one of the reasons that I liked bending a white person over was there was something in me that liked the power over what had power over me. I didn't realize that back then, but when I did, then my attraction to white people had to go through a purge, which I thought would take away all attraction to white people, but it didn't. I said, okay, I'm authentically attracted. Find white people attractive. And all of that other power stuff, was a part of it, but it's gone now. So, I'm not a prejudiced dude. I'm one of those dudes that I would get on us for being prejudiced because black people are more prejudiced than white people, in my opinion. However, there are so many covert racist white people. And I'll jack up my people as quick as I point the finger at white people. So I'm not the person to be, side-eyeing every white person. That is not me. I just feel, and I felt from that last pastor, I can't remember his name, and I felt the same thing from this pastor. But it wasn't as strong as the other pastor. It wasn't as strong, but it was still there. And when I was listening to what he was saying, I said, okay, this is his point of view as relates to this weed thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Jimmy Evans, that's right. His name was Jimmy Evans. I said, Myles Rutherford, there's nothing wrong with what he's saying. It's his opinion, and it's his church. Hell, he said whatever he wanted to say. But then he made a statement that went through my body. He said, this is not a black-white thing. That's the stupidest excuse. And everything said, stop. What is this I'm feeling right here? Why am I feeling this? So I finished, because I hate to hear white people say it's not a black and white thing. Really shouldn't ever make that statement as a white person, because you just can't. It's whenever a black person, not all of us, hear a white person say it's not a black and white issue, or don't make it a black and white issue, it sounds like we are engaging a heartless, selfish, uneducated, racist white person. That's what it feels like. You can't say that. Oh, I can add moderators? How can I do that? Oh, Kim, I just made you a moderator. It's great. So, that bothers me. And then, after he said the way he said it's stupid, and then right after that, the video's closed out with a black woman talking about drug use. I said, now wait a minute. This was well thought out. So you tell me it's not a black-white issue, but then you choose a black face to make a statement about how drugs a heart puller. I cannot believe that you did not know the power of having a black woman support what you are saying about a black man in the same city who's a pastor. I can't. Call me what you want to call me. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. It felt strategic. I felt like I was being duped. Now, y'all know I jacked Jamal Harrison-Bryant up quicker than anybody. But it ain't personal. It's just what I think. I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it. I hope Jamal Harrison-Bryant see his video and do what Jamal Harrison-Bryant do. I hope Jamal Harrison-Bryant gets on the social mediations and drag this pastor just like we've seen him drag others. And I begin to go down this page, I look and I see, oh, he supported Trump. Then I found out he's the brother-in-law of Wes Morgan. Wes Morgan that made a whole bunch of black dollars and held a whole career in black gospel. I'm sitting there, wait a minute. I don't know. Is he right in what he's saying? I'm pretty sure what he's saying a lot of people support. And the reality is, some of what he said I actually agree with. But I couldn't get past. That part. And I tried to find a video where he spoke up when he spoke up for Black Lives Matter and actually said it. Because remember, Eric and Cameron told us as black people, white people said, if your pastor does not say Black Lives Matter and support the slogan. Oh, and then they said something the other night in Patreon. That's why you got to be in Patreon. She said, saying Black Lives Matter is the least you can say. She said, because the next statement is Black lives are equal. I almost threw my whole computer. She said, I'm not even asking for white people to say Black lives are equal. I just want them to say that Black lives matter so much that we're going to change policy and we're going to jack up every cop that keep killing black unarmed men. When she said that shook my whole head up. And I think all of this education is making me be even the more sensitive to detect where there's latent racism. And when a white evangelical Christian is trying to pour Jesus' blood over my eyes so that I can't see black and white. No, I'm going to see black and white until policy changes and until you, as a white man, begin to attack racism that your ancestors built. Because it's a white man's issue. We're just suffering the repercussions. And we have diseases and ills in our community as a result of what y'all made. We have to see black and white. Will we come to a place where we don't? Maybe. Pretty sure. But until white power doesn't control every policy, the Supreme Court, Congress, until we have representation in every area, not just black people, but brown people as well. All of this, white people have to fix. You may click off, but I'm saying what I'm thinking. Then I posted another video of these two white men mocking white supremacy in the United States. Now, I don't know why up under the comment section, people say this is not mocking, they saying da-da-da-da-da, they speaking up for it. You dumbass. You misread my title. Oh my God. Dumb with 3 B's. Dumb. I know it's silent, but you have to make that be able to be heard when the stupidity is so far gone. Anyway, I said they're mocking United States white supremacy, meaning they were making a joke. It means to make fun of something. They were making fun of how white supremacy just ignored. It's everywhere, but it's ignored. And I enjoyed it. And I like to see more of that, because I think it opens up eyes. Because in that video, you could see from white people's eyes, white people who are awakened in this video begin to show us how it's covert racism. I love that. I think all of us should share that video from my page. I sure do. So as it relates to Pastor Rutherford and Pastor Bryant, I pray he do a clapback video. I don't want Jamal to get in a fight back and forward about what he said concerning that or not. I want him to go straight for the racism card, because the statement that he made is not, hear me white people, white LRLers that trust me. As a white person, you can never say it's not a black and white issue. You can't. Don't say that at all. Because at that moment, you offend us. And you can't win us. Offending us. And don't come to my, where Jesus and the truth, it offends folk. True. But this here, that you're saying to us, that black and white, it's not an issue, or this don't apply, it applies always. Don't you ever say that again. If he has said all of what he said without mentioning that part, and not having a black woman to then follow up what he said to really combat what Jamal Harrison-Bryant said as a black man, if he hadn't done those two things, I could have heard what he said as his opinion, but all right, he ain't having it. But my eyes are black. My thoughts are black. My consciousness is black. And I cannot betray my blackness by listening to something. I don't care if it's laced and colored all with Jesus and Christianity. If there's something in it that offends my blackness, I'm standing with my blackness. Because my Jesus is brown with cornrows. He eats collards, macaroni and cheese, and fried chicken and watermelon. I only like watermelon, but you get what I'm saying. And I'm siding with black. I'm siding with African. I'm siding with Africa. That's all I have to say. I love each and every last one of you. You take care. Don't take no wooden nickels. Well, because you can't spend. No. That's right. My Jesus got dreadlocks. You can't spend wooden nickels. So don't let anybody give you none, and then you get grateful. Oh, thank you so much. This wooden nickels, gal, the thing is not going to spin. That's right. Mine eat black-eyed peas. All right. See you later.